Alright, well, I just made a video on Moses and Malone and the number 21 and how it ties into Kevin Garnett and Teen Wolf and a ton of other things. I mentioned that Moses adds up to 71, just like the Ten Commandments, just like World War III. And also, I talked a lot about the number 21, and I think I might have stumbled upon one of the reasons that they might be using the number 21 and also 71. So not saying this is going to happen, it's just an interesting coincidence, and a day to watch out for. A lot of people have been mentioning World War III beginning in the year 2016. So let's check this out. So World War I ended on November 11th, 1918. So we'll go on November 11th, 1918 to the beginning of World War II, 1939. So a span of 20 years, 9 months, 21 days. And I wondered how much before the 21st anniversary. It seems like 21 has just been super foreshadowed. So I typed in 39 here. And it's a span of 71 days. So World War II began 71 days before the 21st anniversary of the end of World War I. Interesting too, the number, if you write out the word 71, it actually adds up to 144 in Gematria, which even ties into Moses as well, the 12 tribes of Israel. 12 times 12 is 144. It's even the dimensions of the New Jerusalem, which ties in to the black cube that's on top of the Comcast Center, or I mean just the black cube in general. But the Comcast Center in Philadelphia has the black cube at the top of it. It also has a lot to do with political assassinations. Abraham Lincoln was even shot on 14-4. 44 adds up to 144. April 4th, kind of like 4-4, adds up to 144. Obama is the 44th president. Martin Luther King died on 4-4. The first president to ever die in office died on April 4th. Even Mark of the Beast adds up to 144. The last 144 digits after the decimal of pi add up to 666. Anyway, I typed in the date of the end of World War II then. 9/2 of 1945. And to 2016 is a span of 71 years. So I thought, what if you go back 21 days, kind of like the mirrors, since the other one was 21 and 71, maybe this one's 71 and 21. And interesting is 8/12/2016 would be 21 days before the 71st anniversary of the end of World War II. 8/12 in 2016 just so happens to be the 225th day of the year. 225 is the 56th day of the year. I've talked about the number 56 and tons of big events and throughout history. Also, recently, they have been putting the number 56 in everything, it seems like. Tomorrow is even a day with date numerology of 56, so makes me wonder if something is planned for tomorrow. But interesting, the date, August 12th, 8 plus 12 plus 20 plus 16. It also adds up to 56. There's also 141 days left until the end of the year. If you write out August 12th, World War III, World War III adds up to 141. Interesting, I talked a lot about the 41 and its tied to Skull and Bones and Abraham Lincoln and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Their defense is the Black Shirts 41. We play in Memorial Stadium, Memorial 41. There's tons of other 41s I've mentioned over and over and over, so interesting. Also, the number 91 I've noticed a lot with elimination and death type stuff. 4-1 is normally the 91st day of the year, which ties... Oh, Skull and Bones even equals 41, but this year, 4-1, like April 1st, will actually be the 92nd day of the year. So just interesting, 4-1 is the 92nd day, just kind of like 9/2, the day that World War II ended. The word 21 written out even adds up to 141, just like World War III. So 21 days, for the 71st anniversary. 21 equals 141, and World War III equals 141. A few more interesting things. It says it's also known as the Glorious Twelfth in the United Kingdom. The Glorious Twelfth. Glorious Twelfth, if you write it out, it adds up to 69, just like World War III the small way. Also, in regards to the 141, if you just write 141 out, it adds up to 56, and also 128, kind of like the day. I mean, if you separate it and you do it as a date, like they do in England or whatever, it'd be 8/12, August 12th. And I mean, that could be anything. That could also be 128, so who knows? You know, it could also be December 8th, which would be interesting considering that would be the day after the Pearl Harbor attack, the day that the United States entered World War II. Interesting too, you know, 56 has just been a significant number. Paris, France equals 56. ICE is 56. In regards to World War II, Adolf Hitler adds up to 56. Even died in April, the only month that adds to 56, at the age of 56. Also, Osama bin Laden adds up to 56. Saddam Hussein adds up to 56. Abraham Lincoln even died in April at the age of 56 in the year 65. He also died in Washington, D.C. We've just been seeing so much of this foreshadowed. I mean, Obama even pardoned the turkeys on New Year's or Thanksgiving Day, and they were named Honest and ate. We've had all the racial stuff in the news, just tons of it, the Confederate flag to the beatings by police and whatnot, the theater shootings that happened this year. That's right around the same time that James Holmes, the Batman shooter, was sentenced. So, I mean, I just stumbled upon this, just wanted to make a quick video. Thought it was interesting, a day to watch out for. Tomorrow, also in regards to the Philadelphia 76ers that I've been mentioning so much, Philadelphia being surrounded. Tomorrow is 12/29/2015, which adds up to 76. But also if you do 12, 29, and then just 15, it's 56. So we got the Philadelphia 76ers who have been coded like crazy, and also the 56. So definitely a day to watch out for. Even if you write out the word 56, it adds up to 55. Well, with the S exception, it would be 55. Because S, when you simplify S, it comes down to 10, which could also be 1 plus 0. So it could be 10 or 1. That's why it's 46 and 55. But Obama will be 55 years old 8 days before August 12th next year. And there's also been lots of deaths in the month of December. December even adds up to 55. That tied in to the number 56 as well. So who knows? I mean, we've talked about Osama, or jeez, I can't believe I did that. Obama being assassinated. I can believe that because that's how they programmed you, but Obama being assassinated and then maybe a war could start out of that or something along the lines of that. They've really been foreshadowing war with the Abraham Lincoln stuff. Maybe not even necessarily a world war. Maybe some other type of civil war or just something else. I don't know for sure, but they just really have been foreshadowing war and a lot of stuff with Abraham Lincoln. Also, just another interesting thing, it will be exactly 39 weeks after the Paris attacks, and also it will be exactly 39 days after July 4th, 2016. So, just something to think about. I mean, there's 39 signers on the U.S. Constitution, which, of course, was signed in Philadelphia, you know, so they've been foreshadowing Philadelphia with all of this over and over and over. So, just makes me wonder, it's something to do with the beginning of the United States, even the number 239 and Pope Francis's visit had all tied into that. The 923, it's the 239th year of the United States right now. This will actually be the 240th year, so interesting. But it does make me wonder, the Declaration of Independence was actually fully signed on August 2nd, 82, 239 years ago, so this would be 10 days later. So interesting, there's been the theory of the 10 days later for assassinating presidents and whatnot. So just interesting that would be 10 days later. Even 10 days later adds up to 144, which I mentioned somewhat in the beginning of this video. Also, there was 56 signers on the Declaration of Independence, John Hancock being the first one, who also died at the age of 56. Also interesting, these three presidents were the second, the third, and the fifth president, and they all died on July 4th, and they died 5 years apart. James Monroe even died 55 years after July 4th, 1776. But interesting that when you put all their names together, it adds up to 144. They even died 5 years apart. The word 5 years even adds up to 56 with the S exception. So, I mean, also, what are the odds, So 3 of the first 5 die on July 4th. That's odd enough. But then John Adams and Thomas Jefferson both died in 1826, and James Monroe died exactly 1,826 days later. So who knows, just wanted to throw that out there. I found there's just a lot of significance to this date, and numbers that I've been seeing a lot lately, also tying back into lots of big events in history. So just wanted to point it out, want to make a short video here, so have a good day.